o'clock on this Monday morning, October 20th. Thank you for joining us on ARC Rochester. I'm Abby Fridmann.
And I'm Stephannie Joseph. We have a lot to get to this morning, but we first want to get a look at some of the news headlines you need to know.
A Rochester man is in critical condition this morning. He was hit by a car early today, just after 2 o'clock this morning, right in the area of Merchants Road and Berwick Avenue. Police say the man, who's in his 70s, was walking in the road when he was hit by the car. He was taken to the hospital. We are told he's in critical but stable condition. The driver of the car reportedly stayed on scene and is cooperating with police. Investigators say the weather and time of day may have been a factor.
And authorities in France are trying to track down the thieves who stole crown jewels from one of the most famous museums. Authorities say the 4 suspects dressed as construction workers rode a basket lift up the Louvre's facade and smashed display cases. The suspects took 8 items, including sets of sapphire and emerald necklaces, earrings, and an imperial crown before threatening security guards and taking off. The imperial crown was recovered but found broken. The last time there was a robbery at the Louvre was in 1911 when the Mona Lisa was stolen.
Former New York Congressman George Santos is speaking out about his early release from prison. On Friday, President Trump commuted his 7-year sentence after only serving 3 months. Santos pleaded guilty to aggravated identity theft and wire fraud charges. The Republican says he has no plans to return to politics. Instead, says he wants to rebuild his image. Santos also says he will only pay nearly $400,000 in restitution if he's required to by law.
Now let's get a check at what we have brewing for the next 2 hours, starting with this morning's Health in a Handbasket. Alyssa Strassman just returned from the Big Food and Nutrition Conference in Nashville. This morning, she's breaking down some of the hottest health and food trends of the year.
Then we're shining a light on the power of reading. We're looking ahead to an upcoming fundraiser happening this Friday and its mission to boost literacy and empower families through education. We'll be joined by the woman behind the movement and the partners working to make change happen.
And later, a little art, a little mystery, and a whole lot of creativity. The Avant-Garde Clue Festival is back, and one filmmaker is turning it into the backdrop for his next movie. We'll meet the artist behind Pond Scum, the movie, and what inspired the plot.
Yeah, a lot to do this morning. Before all of that, a check of our Monday forecast. It's wet out there, kind of gloomy as well. Meteorologist Marty Snyder is tracking that rain and how long it'll stick around. Marty, it's like time to pay our dues, right?
Pretty much, yeah. And this is going to help out a little bit, this rain that we are seeing across the area. Not all that pretty to see it make its way through, but as we all know, we need some rain at this point, and this is at least going to help. It's going to be a step in the right direction. You can see that rain as it continues to work through. Notice how it breaks off pretty well off to our west. You look back into southern Ontario, a lot of that really winds down pretty well for that area, and we're going to see that break line make its way through our area towards the middle of the day when a lot of this rain begins. So at least break down, moves out, and at least some breaks of sun work in. But for the time being, radar really filling in pretty well, quite moderate, as you can see that one band that's mainly down through the Finger Lakes right now, from Seneca County through portions of Yates County, even down into Steuben County, and even a segment off to the west of Rochester. It still is yet to swing through, but we're seeing that rain really fill in. It's going to stick around pretty well today. We're starting off in the 50s. We'll likely end in the 50s as well. Likely the wind picks up a little bit throughout the day as well, but some breaks of sun by the afternoon, but really not having any huge impact on temperatures. Down to 42 tonight. That's about average for this time of year. Tomorrow, up just a little bit, 63 at that point for a high. Then we just kind of level off in the 50s for highs, with a lot of lows not far from 40 as we finish off the week. So numbers cool down a bit as we head through longer term and back down below average by a little bit. But again, some much needed rain for the short term. Then we gradually gain a few breaks of sunshine as we head into the afternoon. So at least it looks a little better as we head a little deeper into the day.
Yeah, that's good. Improvement is good. And, you know, the 50s, it's like we knew it was coming at some point.
Yeah.
It's got to come at some point. Yeah, average high is about 60 this time of year. So anytime you're in the 50s, you're really not too far shy of that average high for this time of year.
All right. Very good, Marty. Thank you. All right, let's go off the top now. We will start off with some things that have piqued our interest. I'll start things off today. Earlier this morning, we were talking with Chris Lopez about different haunted houses, hay rides, and tours. But Halloween fans in Connecticut are being given a real treat along with some tricks too. They're going underground, 75 feet to be exact, to the old Newgate Prison and Copper Mine. It's a Halloween attraction. The halls are lined with 400 lit jack-o'-lanterns. You're taking a look right now at the underground caves. Those jack-o'-lanterns, pretty much the only light source. Between the darkness, the cold 52-degree temperature of the underground prison, and the history behind the landmark, people have been flocking to the site for about 4 years now. The landmark used to be a copper mine in 1707, but it became a prison about 70 years later. Apparently, the prisoners were always kept in the dark. The jack-o'-lanterns are really only brought in as decoration during the Halloween season. I know, isn't it really cool?
Yeah.
People used to be inhumanely kept there as punishment. Tickets are actually pretty affordable, though, if you can get yourself to Connecticut. And if you can get your hands on a ticket, they are reportedly selling out so quickly that they need to be bought ahead of time. Adults can expect to pay about $23. Meantime, kids will get in for about $12. There will be guides there to help you find your way to the path, but for the most part, you're on your own for this self-guided tour. You also have the chance to explore the prison yard, the ruins, cells, and the other unique exhibits that they have set up. Now, all of that being said, if you choose to stay above the ground and not go down underground into the copper mines, you get a 50% off deal on tickets. The property also has other events throughout the year. So this isn't the only opportunity to check out this unique piece of history. The question is it actually haunted? A lot of people say so. They're reporting screams throughout the tunnels and the feeling that somebody's maybe brushing past them or touching them. The website reviewer Haunted Connecticut gives the tour a 4.5 pumpkin rating out of 5. So it seems like if you're in need of a different kind of Halloween scare, this could be an interesting avenue for you. And Steph, when I saw this, I immediately thought of you because I know you don't like haunted houses and you don't like the typical Halloween hay rides and all that stuff, but you do seem like a history buff.
Yeah.
And I feel like this could be right up your alley. You know, the faces of the pumpkins are kind of fun.
They're really good. I'm
bit.
looking at that meme. It's from, is it Scream? The guy who's like in between here, like.
Here's Johnny?
Yeah, I think that's
no,
him.
that's The Shining. Yes,
Oh.
but you got it right.
Yeah. So that was really cool. I think that the decorations themselves are very elaborate. So that's one thing that immediately draws you in. It is the setting that I think might,
Sure.
for me at least, make me a bit more apprehensive because when it comes to the spiritual side of things, I'm sure that I would feel a brush on my shoulder as well. But I don't know, maybe it's worth it because those are really good.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, I think it's really cool. I think it's so interesting. You know, I mean, you know me, I love like all that creepy stuff, like the actual like haunted hay rides and stuff. But anything that's like history related, I'm on board with too. That's why I really liked Christian's series when he came on to talk about haunted Rochester. I hope we continue doing that because that's like totally up my alley.
Another one is expected this week. We talked about Valentine last week.
Yeah, I'm so sad I missed it.
Yeah, he mentioned some people would talk about feeling, or it was hearing, oh, a glass of water. Can I have a glass of water? And there would be no one there. So a lot of good stuff there.
Oh, chills.
All right, we'll turn now to mine, and I'm going to be like ad-libbing just a little bit as we move through this. But we're going to be going to Michigan, where luck was on one woman's side. So Tammy Carvey hit the jackpot of sorts. She earned big with the help of AI.
Okay.
So according to People.com, she had bought a Powerball lottery ticket online early last month, and she ended up asking ChatGPT for the numbers. Now, she ended up matching 4 of the white balls and 1, obviously, of the Powerball. And it was pretty cool. So she just immediately put these numbers in, didn't really think anything of it. It's become a tradition for her to actually play the jackpot, the Powerball, when she says it's, quote, up there, or it's, at $1 billion, is what it was at. So originally, when she had put it in, she didn't think much of it. She ended up earning $100,000 and had actually not even thought about it, but had thought it was about $50,000 originally. She looked it up on Google just to see, but then she logged in to her Michigan lottery account and finally saw that it was $100,000, which is pretty cool. She had said that her and her husband were absolutely shocked by this, couldn't believe it. And we actually know the million-dollar question, you could say of sorts, is what are you going to do if you win the lottery? For her, she's going to end up paying off her home and then saving up the rest. So pretty great when you think about it. And we know that typically this isn't the first time that we've heard about stories where ChatGPT has sort of helped out when it comes to Powerball earnings. We know back in Virginia, there was a woman there who had asked ChatGPT for the numbers, ended up, winning pretty big herself, $150,000, I believe, and she donated it to charity.
When you first started this story, I was like, didn't we just do this?
Yeah.
But I love that it's another one similar to it. Crazy that this has happened like 2 times in a row now.
I know, and there is a disclaimer that the Michigan Lottery had put in their story. They said the results of all lottery drawings are random and cannot be predicted by utilizing artificial intelligence or other number-generating tools. So I guess they're trying to distance themselves from the likelihood that AI really knows the numbers themselves. But you'd have to think, I don't know, what's the probability like for ChatGPT to be able to get the numbers?
Exactly. I don't know. It's really cool. I love that the one woman donated it to charity. I think that's great. I also love that the other woman was like, I need to pay off the house because, girl, I feel that like on a personal level.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's so cool. And we were also talking earlier about AI and ChatGPT and robots taking over the world and all that stuff. But in this case, that is actually pretty cool.
I know. It's awesome. I haven't even thought of that. Usually if I use ChatGPT, it's like I'm comparing cars or, just looking up something like, I noticed this thing. Maybe I should look it up online, like health-wise, for example. But
do you ask, and this might be too personal, so forgive me here. Do you ask your ChatGPT, am I overthinking it, or because usually my phrasing is, am I actually sick? Am I dying? Or am I overreacting? And it's usually like, hey, you're overreacting. You're going to be fine. That's usually how it goes for me.
I get very specific because sometimes I'm like, it looks like this, or I'm experiencing this.
Yeah.
And then when it asks you more questions like, oh, I can show you this, I go down the rabbit hole. And I'm like, yes, every time.
Yeah. That being said, you should always talk with a doctor.
Yes.
Don't listen to us, and don't listen to your ChatGPT. Seek medical help first.
Always good advice.
Yes. All right, much more to come this morning on Arc Rochester, including when we come back, we're going to check in with Chris Lopez. He's live this morning from Iron Smoke Distillery. He's having a drink this Monday morning. The weekend continues, apparently.
Hey, don't forget you can watch us on the go wherever you are. We're streaming live on the 13 WIM YouTube channel and foxrochester.com. We're back after this. fall and Halloween aren't just for candy and costumes. There's plenty of fun to be had for the adults, too.
I don't know about you. I like candy. I like costumes. That still applies. But if you're over 21 and in the mood for something festive with a little kick, Iron Smoke Distillery might just be the spot for you. Chris Lopez is live there this morning showing us how it is all done. And Chris, how many drinks have you had now? Like 3, 4, 5?
Okay, all right, let's start there. I had a few sips of some of the different spirits here, so that's 3. And then I was made 2 of 9 of their fall cocktails, so that is 5. However, if you take a look at these, I did not drink all of them, just sips for people to see. Not a bad morning, not a bad morning at all. I'm still fine. I had water. I had some donuts. Well, I will have some donuts. And you cannot beat the ambiance in here at Iron Smoke Distillery. They really go all out when it comes to Halloween. You were going to say something, sir? I guess not. But if you're looking to have a great time here, sit in some of the VIP. I mean, guys, this section over here, I just saw this. This is absolutely incredible if you're looking to just come with your friends or your above 21 family members and have a nice seat and sip some of those fall cocktails. This is the place to do it. And I'm here with the man responsible for that. He has his guitar with him this morning. Fall, we got to talk about the fall festivities that you have here. But first off, I got to ask you, why do you go all out when it comes to decorating this place, changing up the menu, and really embracing the spooky spirit?
We go around all the time, you know, Iron Smoke, that's part of our DNA. And but for Halloween, it's super special because of, like, you know, Scully, the most interesting dead guy, the spirit of Halloween, and the booze.
Yes.
Get it? When I see what I did there?
Booze.
And Christmas, too, they go right at it again.
Do you have any fond memories of Halloween at all that made you say, okay, when I grow up and I have the money, I want everyone else to kind of, take in the Halloween spirit as well?
Yeah, we used to make the haunted houses with my cousins and stuff in the garage. And my cousin Paul was always over the top with me. And then Halloween was like, I was Ace Frehley. You know, I love Kiss. And he passed away recently. And there's a hole left in my heart for that.
And the music, you come up with written music of your own. You had Witch in the Woods. We heard that at 6:30. You're playing something a little bit different coming up in about 20 seconds or so. What are you going to be playing?
A little tip of the hat to Halloween, the Monster Mash. I had the 45 when I was little.
Beat the Monster Mash. I remember singing that when I was in the 1st grade. Why the Monster Mash and not something else, though?
I don't know, man. Screaming. I was thinking Screaming Jay Hawkins, but just Monster Mash is like the quintessential, is that a word?
Yeah,
a Halloween
that is.
song.
Okay, all right, enough yapping. We'll let Tommy play.
I was working in the lab late one night when my eyes beheld an eerie sight. My monster from his slab began to rise. And suddenly, to my surprise, he did the mash. He did the Monster Mash. The Monster Mash, it was a graveyard smash. The Monster Mash, it caught on in a flash. They did the mash. Did the Monster Mash. Ow. 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 Ow.
Chris, you gotta leave it to the professionals there, my friend.
He was trying to harmonize.
I'm trying.
It was a
I'm
good
trying. The
effort.
drinks didn't help. The drinks didn't help.
Keep drinking.
They did not help.
Keep drinking. I think that might make you sound a little bit better. Thanks, Chris.
Duly noted. I'll try.
Okay, all right.
Hey, don't go anywhere. When Arc Rochester returns, it's this morning's weather trivia.
Speaking of drinking, Mark McLean will be here after this. 2023. Welcome back. Meteorologist McLean is here now giving us a look at the wet and rainy forecast. We also have weather trivia to get to.
Yep, lots going on out there. Rain. It can rain in Rochester.
I didn't know. That's
wow.
amazing.
It's new. It's new to us, too.
Yeah.
So we have this thing called radar, and we'll track some of that rain for you this morning. But first, the weather trivia. You ever wonder why leaves change color?
Sure.
And they go from nice and green to sometimes brown, sometimes red, sometimes yellow. Well, what's breaking down inside the leaf that's causing that change in color? Is it chlorophyll, cellulose, nitrogen, or potassium?
I think I know.
Yeah?
I feel like I'm remembering it. Steph?
I thought I had an answer, but now I'm like, maybe it's a trick.
I tell you what, I love seeing the photos this time of the year.
Yeah.
Social media is just flooded with them. You know, pictures of Letchworth, Stony Brook, the Adirondacks are, of course, past peak now, but just lots of cool stuff to see.
Okay, question.
Yeah.
And this, I guess, kind of goes along with the garden stuff, too. We have a burning bush. We trimmed it way, way, way back.
Yeah.
Not too, back when you're
half a
supposed
burning
to.
bush.
Yeah. It has turned, it's green.
Yeah.
It's getting a couple red splotches.
Yeah.
But normally, by this point, it's bright red.
It could be a little bit stunted, but they grow
From the
back.
drought?
It could be a drought combo.
Okay.
And then, a little bit of a shock from the cutback. So, it will get red at some point, but it may not be as robust as it has been last couple of years out there. But it's a good one to see. I love one of my neighbors has a huge row of them. It separates the 2 yards, and it's just like, it's on fire this time of the year when you look at it, especially if the sun hits it right. And then in the springtime, it's the forsythia, the yellow, the first yellow flower that comes out. So the burning bush finishes it off for me. The forsythia starts it. It's always sad to say goodbye.
Yeah.
But let's talk about weather. Let's talk about some rain out there. Hey, you know what? It can rain in Rochester. Check this out. 300s on Saturday, 1700s yesterday, 1500s today. We're going to be adding on to that number for today. And you look at the map all across western New York. 6600s in Dansville. This is just what the doctor ordered. 410s in South Bristol. Open up a little wider areas south of Buffalo, even getting past 3/4 of an inch of rain. So some spots are going to be lucky enough to actually see an inch of rain off to the west of Rochester. Now, some of that steadiest rain is actually just to our southeast now. Look towards Penn Yan, Yates County, central and southern Finger Lakes. That's where some of the steadier rain is. It looks like this rain is going to have some staying ability, at least for the morning hours. There's that back edge towards Toronto, so that's going to be swaying through by later this morning. The front itself is actually well off to the east now with that classic counterclockwise swirl on your screen with low pressure just to the north of Lake Ontario. So watch the forecast map. Don't give up on today. If you have stuff to do outside, you want to get a walk in, just wait for the afternoon. It's going to clear out pretty nicely for us. We'll get some sunshine, dry things out a little bit deeper into the day. Now tomorrow, this is where we look at weather patterns. And we're starting to see a more classic fall pattern. Okay, no more of these 70s and temps up closer to 80 for spots. There's another cold front that sways on through, and that's going to give us another chance for rain tomorrow. Wednesday looks like it could be actually a little bit of a washout with low pressure just basically stacking up right on top of us. We'll have to see about that. But potential precip amounts from here on out. Yeah, let's take another 1/3 of an inch near the city, 1/2 an inch in the Finger Lakes. And that's going to be enough to kind of soften the ground. It's hard to get the Halloween decorations in the ground right now. You need a hammer to get those things into the ground. Visibility is coming back. The cloud height is down there. It's at 1,000 feet, so those are low clouds. So when you walk out the door this morning, it just has that damp and gray feel to it. The west-northwest wind, you noticed that wind yesterday. You noticed the wind again this morning with that rain kind of coming at you sideways. But by lunchtime, that rain starts to fade. Temps are stuck in the 50s. It's just not going to move today. Later tonight, dries out, low 40s, partly cloudy, a damp feel. And the 7-day forecast says, you love fall, right?
Yeah.
This is a more fall pattern than we've had with the 50s. And, maybe tomorrow does get in the low 60s before that rain arrives. But, of all the days coming up here, Wednesday looks like it could be the, quote, most showery day of all these on the 7-day. Still cool into the weekend. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday at this point look largely dry. But I will say, heat is not on in the house yet.
Really?
No,
not at all?
No, it got down to 66 one of those cold mornings.
Oh, no.
No, not having it?
You
It was like 72 yesterday inside. It was in the 70s the last couple of days.
Yeah.
So
You have I have like a drafty old house. if the wind is blowing a little too hard, you can feel it inside the house.
It drops the temperature a couple of degrees.
Yeah, so the heat has been turned on.
Yeah.
But it's not staying on. It's on and off.
Cycling. Yeah.
Absolutely.
We had a little space heater on, so I guess I cheated.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
That's
All
nice.
right.
A little electric, one of those little guys just to knock the chill out. But,
Yeah.
But not the big furnace yet.
No. And Friday, Saturday, Sunday for all fall activities, honestly, looking pretty good.
Looking pretty good, yeah. I think it's largely dry. It's actually cold enough in the upper atmosphere that we're probably going to start to see lake effect. And it doesn't look like we're in a favorable spot.
Lake effect?
Rain. Lake effect rain.
Oh,
yeah,
rain.
We get rain
Okay.
off the lakes too.
Still don't like that.
Yeah. It looks cool enough that some lake effect, but it looks like it's going to be off the east end of the lakes rather than driving at us from a northwest wind. We'll see.
Okay.
We'll see. Yep.
All right. Good stuff, Mark.
Yep.
Thank you. And your trivia question is posted online, yes?
It's posted, and we love to see the pictures. We were talking about leaves.
Oh, yeah.
13wham.com/chime in. Also, pics of your pets out there. We'd love to see those too. We're going to have the Muddy Paw forecast coming up at 9 o'clock.
Good stuff. All right, Mark.
Yep.
Thank you. Time right now is 8:29.
Hey, don't go anywhere. We've got much more to get to on Arc Rochester.
We're back after this.
.31 on this Monday morning. Thanks so much for staying with us here on Arc Rochester. We want to go behind the story now as the ongoing government shutdown now enters day 20 with no end in sight.
More than 750,000 federal workers have been furloughed, with another 4,000 fired outright.
Today, another 1,400 will be furloughed. Those employees tasked with overseeing the nation's nearly 4,000 nuclear warheads.
National correspondent Christine Frizzell brings us the latest.
The effects of the government shutdown starting to be felt far away from Washington.
I'm not sleeping at night. It's really, really hard. And I have a 15-year-old boy at home. And I don't know if you know anything about teenage boys, but they eat a lot.
Furloughed federal workers in Kansas City raising their concerns, also laid out in this video released by the White House.
We urge Congress to reopen the government. Every day this doesn't happen, it punishes us.
We all have rent due, car payments, mortgages, and overall need to provide for our families.
Not knowing when my next paycheck is coming has had us talk about possibly canceling my son's upcoming birthday party.
While we are once again seeing TSA workers not getting paid, American farmers losing access to vital information and loans meant to help keep them afloat, and millions of Americans at risk of losing their SNAP benefits, President Trump did redirect $300 million in tariff revenue to some food assistance, also shielding federal law enforcement and military members from missing paychecks. President Trump insisting it's Democrats' fault and they should therefore be punished.
They didn't realize that that gives me the right to cut programs that Republicans never wanted. You know, giveaways, welfare programs, etc. And we're doing that, and we're cutting them permanently.
If we shake hands with President Trump on a deal, we don't want him then next week just firing thousands more people, canceling economic development projects, canceling public health funds.
Public health at the center of the argument from Democrats who say they need more agreement on a plan to extend Affordable Care Act subsidies set to expire at the end of the year, as Republicans say, open the government first.
What I want to vote is to open the government, which I have done a number of times, but we're not going to extend a program that is wrought with fraud, waste, and abuse. I think there can be reforms to these credits, but ultimately we're going to need a total overhaul.
Despite many similar previous votes, the Senate is set once again to vote this evening on whether to end the shutdown and reopen the government. I'm Christine Frizzell reporting.
Yeah, you just heard Christine Frizzell there, and the Senate funding bill failed for that 10th time on Thursday, and as she said, they're going to vote again tonight. But it's safe to say that people are very frustrated around the nation as the days pass by. Paychecks aren't coming. That stress is really being felt.
That is for sure. I mean, whether it's airlines, for example, with air traffic controllers, or even some people that are at risk of losing some SNAP benefits because funding is running out. A lot of programs definitely need all the help that they can get. But Democrats have also been pushing for an extension on healthcare subsidies, as well as some rollbacks, the restoration of rollbacks on Medicaid as well. So that has been a major sticking point for them. That has kind of been where things have been held up. There is an impasse right now. It doesn't seem like either side is willing to negotiate on any demands. You have Republicans on the one hand saying that, you know, this is a spending bill that is similar to the last one, and they didn't have an issue with it before. But Democrats are now saying, well, this is a different issue, and we need to talk about it right now. They're worried that insurance premiums could skyrocket for millions of Americans.
Yeah, absolutely. And House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries actually spoke on camera about the health care as well. So let's pull up that sound.
I think what we've said is that we will not support a partisan Republican spending bill, which is the bill that they continue to bring before the Senate and that emerged from the House, if that bill guts the health care of the American people. And that's the reality. Now, listen, there have been votes on the Affordable Care Act tax credits in both the House and the Senate throughout the year. And Republicans have repeatedly voted against extending those tax credits because they care more about George Santos and freeing him than they do about providing health care to everyday Americans. That's the unfortunate reality that we confront. That's why we need a change in position to actually decisively address the healthcare crisis that's impacting the American people.
And we know that earlier this morning we had played sound from Senator Katie Britt, I believe, representing Alabama, talking about how with Republicans, they kind of see the Medicaid program as one that is kind of a broken system. So they believe that there is room for reform in that regard, as opposed to kind of continuing on or reforming, adding any sort of new deadlines or new information for the current state of the program.
Yeah, absolutely. And you might remember for the last government shutdown that was 35 days long during President Trump's first term. The big issue then was the border wall. This time around, of course, it is health care and just, you know, the serious fighting between Democrats and Republicans. Like you said, neither willing to budge on anything here. So it seems just from the votes that have passed again, the 10th time on Thursday, now going to the 11th time.
And this isn't the longest that we've seen. You know, 35 days. That was the longest back in 2018, as you were talking about, with the major thing there being President Trump's border wall at the time. But right now we're entering the day 20 mark. So there's still, I guess, time or room for there to be some sort of movement in negotiations.
Yeah, definitely, though, people are feeling the pressure. Roughly 42 million people are at risk of losing their food stamps next month. And more than a dozen states have been forced to stop accepting new food stamp applications because of the looming lack of funding.
We'll go to Pennsylvania, for example. SNAP benefits were halted, meaning recipients will not receive benefits that were slated to be paid in November.
Also stress coming from the FAA and the military as well. 3 additional FAA facilities reported air traffic control staffing shortages, bringing the total number to 10 now.
Short staffing of air traffic controllers was reported 153 times at FAA facilities since the start of the shutdown.
Yeah, it's actually nearly 5 times the amount of staffing shortages reported at the same time last year. Many federal employees are furloughed or working without a paycheck right now, though the president has used workarounds to pay military service members and some other workers.
Now, the House Speaker did have some words about the shutdown. Let's see if we can pull that up here.
No, it is not. But I refuse to allow us to come back and engage in anything until the government's reopened, when the Democrats do the right thing for the people. They're playing politics, and we have to use every ounce of leverage we have to make sure they do the right thing. They have literally chosen, this is a true statement, you think about it, look at their votes and their actions. They have chosen restoring benefits by taxpayers to illegal aliens over paying our troops and our Border Patrol agents and TSA and all the rest. It's unconscionable.
So yeah, certainly a lot of questions still remain over what exactly will happen next, if there are going to be any discussions or talks with Republicans in the Senate, for example, because right now the vote lies with them.
Yeah, big stuff happening today, including that vote later tonight, and also furloughs expected today for most of the staff for the federal agency responsible for overseeing U.S. nuclear stockpiles. We can probably expect some of that today. Estimated 1,400 workers at the National Nuclear Security Administration will get those furlough notices.
Yeah, fewer than 400 workers will remain on the job to protect that stockpile. No word yet on any dangers or anything associated with this. But again, furloughs is something that, we're hearing again and again when it comes to the shutdown. And a lot of people, we had just heard in that story from Christine Frizzell, they're concerned about, making ends meet, paying for food, for example, as well.
Yeah, day 20 of the government shutdown. Of course, we'll continue to follow this. We've heard from a lot of people who are very stressed out, very concerned. These are unprecedented times for sure. So, of course, we'll continue to keep our finger on the pulse of that story. Stick with us, 13wham.com for more information.
Hey, stay with us. Our Rochester returns after this. And when we come back, we are once again going live to Chris Lopez, having fun at Iron Smoke Distillery this morning.
And don't forget, watch us on the go wherever you are. We are streaming live on the 13 Wham YouTube channel and on foxrochester.com. We'll be right back. not going to lie, I'm having a lot of problems here with Chris this morning. All of the anchor tosses that he wrote are a little offensive. He wrote, Halloween is often thought of as a kid's holiday. And sure, candy and costumes are a big part of it, but adults love to get in on the fun, too. I would not call it a kid's holiday at all.
Me neither.
I would say it's a way of life.
If you're looking to sip on a festive drink while being immersed in a spooky Halloween atmosphere, Iron Smoke Distillery might just be the place for you. Chris Lopez has been live there all morning, showing us how it's done. Did he do a costume change?
I know. Is that a Witch in the Woods shirt? What do you have?
This is some of the swag that you can get here at Iron Smoke. Abby, I wrote those tosses, you know, with a little bit of apple pie in my system, some of this apple pie whiskey. So forgive me if I said that Halloween was a kid's holiday. At least I think it's a kid's holiday, and that's why I'm here to give some of the parents, you know, something to do. They're off taking their kids to pumpkin patches, corn mazes, haunts, things like that. Well, what about the parents, man? They're out there spending money on the kids. Speaking of a parent, I have Tommy Burnett here, also CEO, founder of Iron Smoke Distillery. What gives, man? Should the parents have something to do, right? Halloween is often thought of, I think, as trick-or-treating, pumpkin patches, and pumpkin carving. That's all, I would say, kids things, right?
Yeah, well, you know, parents, you have your little red Solo cup, put a lot of smoke in there, and the pumpkin pie's a great gift for your neighbors when they come by. But yeah, it's a kid's holiday, but we're all kids. We just have bigger toys, right?
I like that answer there. We're standing next to a coffin, though, man. What gives? I was here last year. This was supposed to be gone.
The cowboy coffin. We made it here. People, what did you say last year? People are dying to get in?
Yes, people are dying
to win.
Dying to win, dying to get into the coffin.
Completely usable. The pine is what the cowboys used to use to bury, because they're guys and ladies, because it didn't rot as fast as other kind of pine. So we did the research, and it's a real cowboy coffin. It's very functionable. You can use it.
And just to fill everyone in, Tommy last year during Halloween was giving this away. Was it a raffle or was it?
We gave it away. It was a random giveaway online, but it was a pickup only, and the guy from Minnesota never showed up. So if he doesn't come by midnight on Halloween, then we're going to give it away next year. We're going to start it over again.
Okay, that's incredible. So someone will be dying to get this pretty soon. Let's head to the swag store, shall we? We didn't even show that off last year. You guys have a lot to offer. One being, you know, the T-shirt that I have on right now. This is a real person, I believe, though, right?
Yeah, that's Rattlesnake Rosie, but it's also a friend of mine.
Like it.
And she's a world famous photographer, but she's it's a long story. Too long for now.
Yeah, too long. We only got a few minutes in here. There was someone from the Steel Curtain that came in here, right? This is with this collaboration here with this whiskey.
Rocky Blyer and Bob Blyer. Bob's local, but Rocky it's for the Purple Heart, because Rocky's a recipient. He got his leg very, very, very hurt, and he went on to win 4 Super Bowls after that, when they said you'll never play football again. Rocky's amazing.
And what's the response been so far from the community with that whiskey?
It's been amazing. We're really into the military. We have our AFES numbers. That means we're available in all the Army and Air Force bases across the world. Okay. But we're really picking it up, and we have some good plans with the military coming up. And hard rock partnerships with great people. But Rocky's certainly one of the top.
And then some of this other swag that you got here, I mean, you guys have a lot of T-shirts, sweatshirts, V-necks. Yeah. Who comes up with the designs? Do you have any hand in this?
I'm the creative director, but I work with local artists, Sarah Rutherford. I can't name them all, but Corey, Vance. We do the designs together, and it's a collaboration. It takes a village to make a shirt.
Yeah, helping hands make light work.
Yes, and we always say, a lot of them say, you know, Iron Smoke, Fairport, New York, kind of like we're proud of being from here in a farm distillery. And kind of like Anheuser-Busch, St. Louis, Missouri, we want to be Iron Smoke Distillery, Fairport, New York.
And Halloween night starts at 8 p.m. You guys have a costume contest as well. Yeah. How many people do you expect to show up? Just so if anyone wants to come, you got to get here early, I believe.
Yeah, I would suggest getting here way earlier than 8 o'clock, you know.
Okay.
But we usually cap it at a reasonable, like, so you can get a drink, and, you know.
Okay.
But there's a best costume prize, there's the sexiest one, and then there's like different ones, most creative or whatever.
Okay.
But there's a whole, I think the main prize is $100 plus a whole crate, our old crates with stacked with prizes from sponsors.
Always doing something out here at Iron Smoke. I like it. Coming up next, we're going to be inside the distillery. Just in case you forgot, this is a distillery. They do make whiskey here. So I'm going to send it back to you in studio. Stay tuned on ARC Rochester.
I love it. I want to get my hands on one of those shirts, the one with the witch that Chris is wearing. I love it. Super cool. We're lucky to have them just a couple miles down the road.
I know. Thank you so much, Chris.
When ARC Rochester returns this morning, health in a handbasket.
We're back after this. Hey, 51, it's time for this morning's Health in a Handbasket. And today we're getting an inside look at some of what's trending in the world of health and wellness.
Yeah, registered dietitian and nutritionist Alyssa Strassman is here, back from her recent trip to Nashville. It was a big food and nutrition conference and expo, and I'm excited to see what you picked up.
Yeah, well, you know what? It was so much. So I just want you to envision over 10,000 people in the health and wellness space. We're talking about registered dietitian, nutritionists, nutrition science researchers, policymakers, healthcare providers, industry leaders, like all of these people coming together in one place to talk about nutrition, to talk about health of people and health of communities. And so it is one of the largest food and nutrition conferences and expos like in the world.
I bet the food that they served you was probably pretty good, right? Was there like a lot of pressure for them to be like, we gotta up the game? Oh no.
Well, you know what? It's interesting. We do have like a food expo where people will come to showcase kind of like what they're working on, what's new, but also there are people that will share, you know, what appliances they're coming up with. So from the Food Expo, one of the things that I really kind of caught my interest was accessibility. And there was one group there that was sharing an appliance that made it easier for people who were low vision or could not see, able to better cook independently at home using technology, which I thought was really cool. But aside from that, there are over 16 tracks that people could attend. So when we talk about how much was there, we have continuing education, units that we need to complete every 5 years to recertify our credential. And so at this conference alone, the potential to get up to 85 continuing education units was there. So over 16 tracks from nutrition across the lifespan to technology and AI. But what I wanted to highlight is some of the takeaways that I took. And what that was is a commitment to person-centered care. Throughout all of the sessions that I attended, the presenters really focused on individualized nutrition and person-centered care, which I thought was amazing, and kudos to all the presenters for that. Also, the work of interdisciplinary teams to help someone with their health. So we're thinking about doctors and specialists, but also, you know, OBGYNs and physical therapists and therapists in general, and even dentists. You know, we think about all of these providers that play a role in someone's health, but also our work together as a team to better support people and communities. Also, the commitment to utilize evidence-based or best available science to support someone's health. We know that science is moving rapidly, and it's important that we are practicing from an evidence-based standpoint. And also the role of dietitians in translating science into real-world applications for the community. And also the use of registered dietitian and nutritionists, our voice in dispelling nutrition misinformation and disinformation. I know that that's something that we've talked about, you know, in the past with social media and how quickly that can spread. So just for registered dietitian and nutritionists to take a greater stance in being able to protect the community, to protect public health, with making sure that we're relaying credible and reliable and evidence-based nutrition information.
Were there any conversations about AI, for example, and how a lot of people consult AI for advice?
There was, and from that, like, it's kind of like, ethically, how do we practice from an educational standpoint? How do we utilize that in education? But also, how do we use that in practice in an ethical way? And always coming down to using critical thinking to better support people as individuals, personally.
Very good. Alyssa, thank you so much for coming in today and sharing all that with us. We appreciate it. Happy you had safe travels. Hit them with the social media if they would like to learn more.
Yes, you can go to Alyssa Strassman, RDN CDN on Facebook, and you can visit me, alyssastrassman.com on my website.
Very good. Thanks, Alyssa. We appreciate it. Oh my gosh, appreciate it. Time right now is 8:56. It's time for me to get some more coffee too. Much more to get to on ARC Rochester as we continue into the 9 o'clock hour.
We're back after this.
this Monday morning, October 20th. Thanks for staying with us here on Arc Rochester. I'm Abby Fridmann.
And I'm Stephannie Joseph. Meteorologist Mark McLean back with us again. Another look at the forecast and, of course, the answer to today's weather trivia.
We need the rain jacket, the umbrella for the first time in a long time.
It has been a really long time.
It's been super dry since early July. I'll have to take a look at the record back to July 1st. At one point, we were the driest on record for that whole stretch of time. So I'll have to see if that still holds. This rain today may push us down the list a little bit. But
We were doing Halloween decorations
Yeah.
yesterday, and you've got to check it at all different hours. Like, you put it up during the day, you got to go check it when it's starting to get dark.
Yep.
And all of a sudden, I started to feel strange things coming from the sky, and I'm like, what is going on? And it was rain.
did all the creepy skeleton eyes pop on and all the rest of that?
Yeah, everything works right now.
All the
which is good.
animatronics.
No animatronics.
No?
No.
Not allowed?
I would rather have it. I would rather be the animatronic.
Any fog?
Yeah, we will have fog. Yes.
Fog machine?
No. Times are tough, Mark, all right? Can't afford the fog machine this year. Next year, or if you watching at home have one you'd like to sell me for the low price of
I think we need a GoFundMe for a fog machine. Just saying.
Like a big one.
Yeah.
Where it's like the
whole yard?
whole yard.
Whole yard fog machine?
Yes.
Oh, boy.
All right.
Oh, that's fun. That's fun. You maybe enjoy being outside and seeing some of the leaves changing, right? Over the week. This is peak weekend in Western New York. Last weekend, this weekend, and, it's kind of all downhill after this. But, you see those reds, you see those yellows, you see those oranges. They start to break out this time of the year. Well, what is actually changing or breaking down inside those leaves to allow you to see those other longer wavelength colors?
My guess
was
A.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
I think
because
looks like the crowd is going with you. Everyone from Rod to Michael there, Julie to Barbara.
Yeah, that was my guess too, and I can't remember why, but that's I always associate that with plants.
Yeah.
Yes. And I was second guessing because you're always taught it helps give leaves their green pigment.
Yes.
So.
And it does. And as it starts to break down, you start to see other things inside the leaves. Chlorophyll is, of course, the answer for this one today. And there's a little bit, leaves change color when the green pigment chlorophyll breaks down. Shorter days, cooler temperatures, it reveals the underlying yellows and orange pigments that are in the leaves. Pretty cool. Except for evergreens. They keep their needles all season long.
Yeah.
Like rhododendrons, azaleas, all those.
Foliage was beautiful this
It was.
Absolutely gorgeous.
And when the sun hits it just right, it makes it pop and brings out lots of color. It's pretty cool. And speaking of pop, check out these guys.
Hey,
Max and Mabel.
Oh my God.
I don't know which one is Max and which one's Mabel, but they're both stinking cute, so it doesn't really matter. Looks like we got some Bills fans still.
Yeah.
Still.
Even after the last two games.
And we're abandoning ship. Come on now.
Oh, cutie pies. Hey, they're going to have some wet paws, obviously, today, and a little bit tomorrow, although tomorrow the rain doesn't look as widespread. Wednesday, it's not going to be the amount Wednesday. I think it's just going to be the duration. It just looks like almost any point during the day we could have some showers around for Wednesday, so we'll have to watch that. Could be a little towel time there. Thursday, still a few showers, and then by Friday, I think it's going to be mainly dry. We'll have to watch. The atmosphere is actually cool enough for lake effect rain by that point, so it's going to be kind of a hit or miss deal in terms of the rain, as it has been for most of the season. Still under an inch in Rochester for the entire month of October, and that's more than an inch, obviously, below normal. This follows the trend of September, the second driest month for September that we've had on record. Of course, August and July also very dry months. So we're finally starting to see some signs that this pattern is breaking up a little bit. And when could it rain today? It's pretty easy to figure out with the bar chart, right? Through 9, 10 o'clock, I think there's a pretty good chance out there that we're going to keep some of these showers around. But by lunchtime, that chance starts to drop back. In this afternoon, really we should find the sun popping back out, and we'll be in pretty good shape. But for the time being, there's still some concentrated areas of rain, one west of Rochester and one sliding to the southeast of Rochester now. Central and southern Finger Lakes seeing some of that rain. In the big picture, it shows low pressure just north of Lake Ontario, and that counterclockwise flow of cooler air starting to spill back into western New York. So no more 70s in the forecast. That's all going bye-bye. The futurecast shows the rain going bye-bye too. There's that chance for some sunshine and just a few clouds around this evening. We'll call it partly cloudy overnight tonight, but still a southwest flow. So Tuesday with some morning sunshine does have a chance to get back into the 60s at least. And we'll take, obviously, whatever falls out there. The drought monitor still has a severe drought for western New York, moderate drought into the Finger Lakes, abnormally dry into central New York, and the areas of extreme drought up towards Vermont, New Hampshire, and parts of Maine. So whatever falls out there is beneficial rain. This is something that'll really help us out. Now, the cloud deck is actually starting to lift back up. Last hour, remember, that was at 1,000 feet. Now it's at 1,400 feet, so that's a sign that the clouds are starting to lift up a little bit higher up in the atmosphere. But still rain at 52, and with the clouds, we just don't see the temperature move much today. Mid-50s at lunchtime, probably still in the mid-50s, even at 4 o'clock this afternoon. Later tonight, drops back to the low 40s, partly cloudy. It's going to have a damp feel to it. And good news for the weekend. Right now, it looks like this next weather system kind of gets out of the picture by then, but it is going to be a cooler flow into the weekend. So again, no 70s on the board, but still, mid-50s still feels pretty good with some sunshine.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep.
50s are fine.
Yep.
Overnight lows are decent too. It's
Yeah.
like good sleeping weather.
It is. It's comfortable. It's that time of the year where you probably have a heavier jacket in the morning, and then you're in a flannel or a hoodie or something in the afternoon, and it's hard to gauge the layers, right?
Yeah, heat on in the car, but the windows are down.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I haven't gotten my flannel for the season yet. I had one that was my tried and true, but I think I tore it in the wash a couple years ago, and I never replaced it. So now I need it. I have a good cardigan, though, I would say.
Nothing like a flannel with a patch on it, though.
Yeah.
Like it's battle tested.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Is that it?
You could, out in the yard, get tore
some
up.
wood and
lumberjack
Put some
stuff.
tape on that thing.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. All right, Mark. Thank you.
Yeah.
Hey, much more to get to this morning on ARC Rochester. When we come back, we're looking ahead to an upcoming fundraiser that is encouraging you to get Lent.
Hey, don't forget that you can watch us on the go wherever you are. We're streaming live on the 13 WHAM YouTube channel and foxrochester.com. ARC Rochester returns after this. 12, there's a big event happening this week aimed at tackling Rochester's literacy crisis, and it's called Let's Get Lit.
Yeah, it's a fundraiser all about breaking cycles and building a stronger future for families through education. Joining us this morning are Cleonda Florence, the founder and CEO of Let's Get Lit, and Sebrin Johnson, the president and CEO of Edceptional. Good morning to you both. Thank you for coming in.
Good morning.
Let's get right into it and talk about Let's Get Lit. For somebody who's unfamiliar, give us a quick overview of the work that's being done.
Let's Get Lit stands for Liberating Individuals Through Literary Text, and it is a family-focused, family-forward literacy initiative that looks to bridge the gap between school and home. But it's very unique because it gives parents tools that they need in order to help their children and to fortify themselves when they walk into schools.
Absolutely. And how does Edceptional play into this?
Well, Exceptional has been on the forefront of recruiting good schools, specifically charter schools, to the Rochester area for the last decade. And our number one objective and priority is literacy. So Let's Get Lit is a natural fit.
Why is it so important? And it might seem silly of me to ask this, but why is it so important that students and young kids develop this love of learning and this love of reading?
Wow. Well, you know, I preach this and teach this every day, every single day, that literacy is at the foundation of all learning. I'm an applied mathematician by trade, but you can't do math if you can't read. You can't do science if you can't read. You can't do a number of things. Literacy matters, and so we have to get that right before everything else.
And what is it like connecting with students, making sure that they're able to get the literacy support that they need?
Well, that is a big push that we're looking to do together. We recently are collaborating, which I'm really excited about, because parents and children have to be on the same wavelength. And what we're going to do is create spaces and places for them to do that in a meaningful way to move how children are advancing within the school system.
That is excellent. All right, so let's talk about the fundraiser. It sounds like it's going to be a good time, right? I mean,
Yes.
Let's Get Lit already is like promising.
Yes, it is. It's going to be a wonderful weekend. We are bringing in Dr. Ingrid Haynes from the National Institute of Literacy from Houston, Texas, and she's going to begin to talk about the science of reading and how do we connect that for community partners here. And then on Saturday, we have a wonderful gala experience, and none other than Mr. Sebrin Johnson will be doing our keynote address, and it'll be a wonderful opportunity for us to learn and to grow and to know that we have to address our greatest social justice issue, which is literacy right now.
And what was it like putting together this event? What kind of was the thought process going into this?
This year, I wanted to focus on understanding the pillars of reading. Why are we still stuck? Why is this generational issue going on the way that it is? So I was very intentional about getting the right people in front of the community to understand that we're not trying to pit individuals against each other. This is a countywide approach because it's a countywide issue, and we have to start talking about it that way. It's not just a city issue. It is something that we really have to be meaningful, and we also have to bring parents into this conversation in a way that they can feel empowered because they are their child's first teacher.
That's a good point. And, you know, I guess maybe what's your message for parents watching at home who are thinking, okay, I could take a bigger step here. I could play more of a role here in getting my kid to like reading or even love reading?
Well, what I want to say to parents is do not beat yourself down. You're doing what you can with what you have. What we look to do is create opportunities for you to elevate what it is that you do. Don't think that you're less than because you didn't go to someone's university, because you have what you need to sustain your children. Now it's time for us to come together, and as a community, we talk about it takes a village to raise a child, but are we really serious about that?
Absolutely. And are there any goals that you're looking forward to maybe 5 years from now when it comes to Let's Get Lit?
I have a couple of goals in mind. I really want to change how our community talks and interacts with literacy. I want people to understand that literacy goes beyond the book and the bind, and that we have to reinstitute cursive, because if you don't have a signature, you don't have anything and somebody else owns you. Mm-hmm. So we have to see, how do we read, write, speak, present, have a signature? How do they all come together? And then how do you empower? So what I like to do along with CREN, is to create a common place for our community to come together countywide to receive the literacy services that our community is really in dire need of.
That's excellent. And how about for you?
Well, you know, we look at this in a broader sense that we want to kill binary conversations. This is not about charter schools versus district schools. It's not even about Rochester versus county. It's all inclusive. And so we do want to build a model where we acknowledge the 80-20 rule, that 80% of a child's time is outside of the classroom. So while we work diligently inside of classes for instruction that is great for kids, we're going to now include the parents and make sure that they are a prominent piece of their kids' learning. And so we're going to have sessions where parents are sitting alongside students learning how to decode text. We're going to have sessions where parents understand the standards and why they are so important. And we are going to make sure that parents understand how to communicate with teachers as well.
Yes.
And in 5 years, we hope that Rochester's situation with literacy is completely different.
Nice. And for anyone who wants to be a part of the event, is there any ticket information that they need to know about?
Well, they could go on the website www.liberatingliteracy.org.
Excellent. Thank you both so much for
Thank
your time
you.
today. We greatly appreciate it and appreciate all that you're doing in our community. If you're interested, and you definitely should be, ticketing information will go over on foxrochester.com.
Hey, stick around. When Arc Rochester returns, we're meeting the Rochester business owner, turning her creative passion into a full-blown decor business.
Yeah, that's coming up after this. It's time for another My Rock story, and this morning we're meeting a nurse who's turned her passion for creativity into a brick-and-mortar decor business in the city.
Yeah, from gift baskets to floral arrangements, Giovanni's Custom Creations has got you covered. And I got the chance to visit her shop and look at all of the amazing creations. Take a look.
Well, let me show you something that kids love. Stuffed balloons.
It's a labor of love at Giovanni's Custom Creations.
I also make customized door laners.
The store, located on Culver Road in Rochester, is a one-stop shop for any event, gifts, or pieces, even t-shirts.
Well, Giovanni's Custom Creations is particularly a all-custom, unique design spot where you can custom anything, florals, wreaths, accessories, pretty much all things.
The owner, Giovanni Dendi, started the business a few years ago, even though she also has another career in a completely different field.
Yes, I'm also a nurse, so it's kind of difficult, but patients come first, but I also enjoy this, so I'm trying to balance it out right now.
She makes everything by hand in this workspace.
I've just always been creative. I used to work for the city of Rochester for about 4.5 years, and I did arts and crafts. It's exciting to work with different material, different stuff that you haven't, worked with before, just to see, what you can do with it. So
the journey up until this point was filled with trial and error and challenges like the COVID-19 pandemic.
I came in, with no finances, no knowledge. So to be here today in my own space and share my projects with so many different people and the different vendor events I've attended and met amazing people. So I'm just proud and just thankful for it all.
And the key to her motivation? Genuine enjoyment.
Do what makes you happy. It's hard sometimes to fulfill everyone's needs, and sometimes we have to care for ourselves. But I also say be adventurous and don't be scared. Just do it. You never know. Doors open.
And Giovanni's Custom Creations is gearing up for the holiday season soon, as you saw there. In addition to the storefront, you can find out more information on giovanniscustomcreations.com.
I love that story stuff, and I love highlighting local businesses, just like Giovanni's and the other ones that you've featured as well. I think it's so important as we approach the holiday season to focus on shopping small.
Yes.
Right? Focus on those mom and pop shops. If you can help it, I know that the Amazon cart or the Walmart cart is so easy, right? You just hit buy and it shows up at your door. But I think taking the time to go and help out your neighbors really makes a difference.
It really does. And when I said genuine enjoyment in the package, I truly meant it. Like when she was showing us the different items, you could hear the actual joy in her voice as she was showing us these things. She puts heart and soul into everything. The gift boxes that are there, she handpicks out the items, goes and buys them, puts them together herself, and she really likes it. She said that, I like to play around with different materials. She's like, they know me by name at Hobby Lobby.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
She's in there, like crafting is her thing. So there's a lot of happiness there, and she's looking for people to come in and stop by. Obviously, fall stuff is set up, but with the holiday season soon, she's ready.
You know what? I think that's fantastic. And just, when you look at her selection, I know you said Hobby Lobby, but it doesn't look like it's, something that you just, would get from a store like that. She really has that special touch that makes it look a step above.
Yeah, and it seems like it really comes from her mind. Obviously, you can look online and see like different, inspirations and things, but really she's just like, I thought of this and I wanted to try it and we're just gonna make it happen. And she spends a lot of time in the workspace over there just, experimenting, trying things out and putting them together.
Correct me, did I miss this? She was a nurse before this?
She's still, yeah.
Okay, she still is, yes. So I feel like working in that field, she sees the importance of doing kind things for others,
yes.
Right? Somebody who's maybe sick in the hospital or under the weather, whatever, they could use a little boost, whether it's a bouquet or a wreath for their door or a gift basket or whatever. It can make a big difference.
It truly can. She's a very generous lady, allowed us to come into the space and truly see around and, try different shots and things as we were going around the space. But also, she said that this is kind of a form of therapy as well for her, she's able to just, let loose and let the creativity shine. And when she had mentioned earlier, previously working for the city, she had actually worked with kids. So being able to do the arts and crafts side of things was to, help keep them busy. But she also found some enjoyment herself.
Very good. Well, she certainly has an eye for it. I need her to come over to my house and help with making it look as pretty as that because that's really special.
Yeah. I'm really glad that we were able to go by. And you see the website on the bottom of your screen there. Definitely check it out. There's so many pictures. You can order as well there. So
very good. All right. Hey, much more to get to this morning. We are back right after this.
Good Monday morning. Thanks so much for staying with us here on Arc Rochester. Well, Halloween is all about the fun, maybe for kids. The adults who also go, they may want to have some fun of their own, a little festive R&R.
Yeah, known for their award-winning spirits, Iron Smoke Distillery is serving up a spooky and fun experience for the adults. Chris Lopez has been there all morning long, showing us what makes this place a Halloween hit for the 21 and up crowd. Chris?
Hey, what's up, guys? Yeah, the Halloween is going to take place. The Halloween hit will take place on Halloween night, 8 p.m., $10 to get in. Make sure you get there early. A ton of different autumn cocktails, fall cocktails, music, costume contests. However, in this segment here, we're going to be talking about the distillery side of Iron Smoke. We're here with Tommy Brunette. We're getting a little bit away from the fall-themed cocktails, and we are talking about the straight-up bourbon whiskey. And what do we have here, good sir?
That's the straight bourbon. That's our flagship that started it all. Light hint of smoke on the finish. It's a wheated bourbon, so it's a little sweeter and a little bit more approachable, smooth, dangerously drinkable, they say. Mm-hmm. And that's one of the most sought-after small batch bourbons in the world now. It came out of the backyard.
I have to ask you, how do you like your whiskey?
I like it neat for this. This is like I'll do this in a beer sometimes, a little speed bump. You know. Okay. And then the cask strength though, like sometimes I'll put a rock in it, but it's just enough to take the devil out of it. You know, just a little ice.
That's good.
Thank you.
That's fine. Just neat right there. You do not need a sugar cube. I know we were talking about that before we hopped on here. Now, that one, strong, I like it, it's smooth. This one, however, for some people may not be as smooth. This is the casket strength here. Tell me what makes this a casket strength and what you guys do to make that.
Well, the aficionados love this because it's straight out of the barrel, uncut, unfiltered. That's what we're aging it in these barrels at 120 proof, and it's unbelievably smooth for 120. A lot of that's what, and it's allocated to in a lot of states that we're in. So it's in the glass cases in the front of the stores, and it's
That's a kick and a half, Tommy. I need a sugar cube for that one.
I'm gonna say something else, but usually I think it's dangerously drinkable and smooth. But if you're not used to it, you can take it down, like I said, with a little ice.
A little sugar in there.
A little sugar.
Yeah,
I love the idea you had of the sugar ice cubes.
What excites you about the whiskey industry and the bourbon industry? I'm fascinated by companies that have one mission, right? You can only make one thing. Tommy Brunette, you can, but you're not going to delve off into hamburgers.
No.
You have to make sure that this is top quality and you have to innovate. So what keeps you going?
Well, it's the fanatics out there that love our brand all over the world. We sell our T-shirts and our swag, but it's just the pride of the farm to take. You know, the farmers that come in. We're a farm distillery, and going and turning people on to it. I'm always jumping in the car or on a plane or whatever and turning people on and doing events all over the place. But it's just. It excites me, and it's like you build a tribe. We've got a great team. We've got a great place here in Fairport to build everything out of, and I think it's just really the passion and the pride of making the best we can with every bottle. That's all we do.
I like it. I like it year-round operation, but this month you guys are looking forward to Halloween, 8 p.m. Show up bright and early. $10. You can drink some of that. You can have a fall cocktail. You could just sit down, have some water, and enjoy some of the fall festivities. We got more Arc Rochester coming up after this break. We got to pay some bills.
time to see what's trending now, starting with Grubhub offering a pretty unique service.
Now until November 1st, the food delivery company is offering snooze insurance to college kids.
All right, the service is designed for sleepy students who order food late night and fall asleep before their food can arrive.
So according to a study conducted by the service, 72% of college students have slept right through their late night delivery order.
Whether that be post-party eats, late night munchies, or cram session pick-me-ups, Grubhub says they've seen it all.
Yeah, with the snooze insurance, if a customer does sleep through a late night delivery, they still have the chance to receive $15 towards a do-over meal.
That's pretty generous, I'd say.
Yeah.
According to the company, the insurance isn't about judgment. It's about understanding that college life runs on its own schedule.
That's pretty. Have you ever done that?
No.
You've never done that?
Mm-mm. Because there was no refund, you know? Like, I would be scared that someone would take my order. A lot of the time it would get delivered to the wrong place, so yeah, I'd stay up.
What are you saying over there?
They didn't have none of this when I was in college.
Yeah, because you went to school in the 1800s. Yikes. Sorry, Mark, that was mean. That was mean. I take it back. It was the early 1900s. early, 1902. Anyway, I have seen so many videos of people who have fallen asleep, and the next morning they're like, well, I'm still going to eat it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's a great way to get really, really, really sick.
We had a deal with Grubhub Plus at BU, and you could order with your convenience points or with money through the app, and so a lot of people would order to pick up. That's what it was really helpful for. And if someone missed their pickup order, they would post on Reddit and be like, hey, someone can pick up order number whatever because I'm going to be late to class. So people would be generous in that way to be like, hey, you know, like I'm going to miss this. Somebody should have it. So
that's cool.
Yeah.
We did not have that. You know, no disrespect to SUNY Brockport, but it was like, you know, you get your dining points or whatever. It's pretty much only good on campus.
Yeah.
But, you know, hey, that's pretty cool. I probably would have benefited from that. And you know what? It's Halloween weekend too.
Exactly.
And the costumes, I've been seeing them. The college kids, they're going all out this year.
I'm looking forward to it.
I know. So they'll probably be needing that insurance.
That is
if I
for
had
sure.
to make a prediction. All right, we'll move along. A family court in India is dealing with an unusual case of marital issues.
According to Indian news outlets, a newlywed couple is seeking a divorce because their pets cannot get along.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so they've only been married for less than a year, and they've already gone to court-mandated counseling, and they filed for illegal separation.
According to the husband, the couple initially bonded over their love for animals, but that is the central point of their conflict.
During those counseling sessions, the wife claimed her husband's dog repeatedly disturbs and has even attacked her cat.
Pause. Literally. Wouldn't you think that this is something that would come up beforehand?
You would think, but I mean, I guess you never know.
Yeah. All right.
I don't know if they lived together beforehand or maybe not.
Yeah.
I don't know.
All right. The wife said that she's anxious about her cat's safety and even described the situation as unbearable.
She also claims the dog continuously barks and doesn't allow her cat to eat in peace.
The husband claims that before the two got married, they had agreed that the woman not only bring any of her pets with her. Oh,
I think your microphone's dead. All right, hold on. I'll
we'll see.
Try to figure that out. He says the cat is violent with his dog. So she's saying the dog is violent toward the cat. He's saying it's the other way around. They tried to ease the situation. It has been unsuccessful. Neither spouse, though, is willing to part with the pet. So they decided, best thing we can do here, call it quits, get a divorce. They say, though, a psychologist told them there may be some deeper issues that are going on, so they need to possibly address that. Now, I will be completely honest with you here. When my husband and I, so we each had our own pet. I had Dexter the cat, and he had Jaybird the dog. And when we first introduced them to one another, it was a little tense. It was because, you know, like Dexter is a very old, angry cat, and Jaybird was a little puppy at the time. And Dexter was like ready to bully her. You want me to do that? Here, I got it.
I think this is the right battery for
Oh, yeah, Rory, we need the microphone. They're the square ones that are plugged in, please. Thank you. So, yes, that, it was a little uncomfortable and tense when we were, thank you. Yep, that's the right one. There you go. Yeah, I got you.
Thank you.
It's all right. Little tense when we first got them together. it all worked out in the end. There we go. Yeah.
They were in a somewhat long distance relationship.
Okay, a somewhat long distance relationship.
So
Okay.
they never lived together beforehand. So as soon as they got married, that was like the trial run for the animals.
Okay.
Learn to get along with one another.
All right. Oh my gosh, there's a lot happening in the studio right now.
There is a lot of movement. We are back in business.
Okay,
I'm gonna try
all
not
right.
to make too much noise as I'm putting
You're
this
fine.
on.
You're fine. I'll just talk. All right, we'll move on and answer the question, what do we fear the most? In honor of the Halloween season, new research was conducted to determine some of the fears among Americans. And here's a look at some of the findings. Fear number 1 is of the dark.
I don't blame them. Nearly 1 in 3 adults are afraid of the dark. 33% are men, 26% are women.
Okay, a quarter of people sleep with a night light, and 10% leave every light on. I'm sure their electric bill is pretty high.
I'm sure.
My question is it like full-blown dark? Like how dark is the dark?
I would assume.
Like just the lights are off in your house?
Yeah.
Interesting, okay. 11% of people say they still have a stuffed animal or a comfort item close by.
When it comes to having nightmares after watching a scary movie, 24% of women say they have them compared to 13% of men.
Okay, are you scared of the dark?
I would say I don't like the dark.
Okay.
If I can't see, then I don't like that.
Okay. Yeah.
When I was younger and we would have to, turn off all the lights downstairs and go up, like my mom would work late at night.
Yeah.
I would turn off the lights and run upstairs.
Yeah.
So I would say I'm not running these days, but I'm apprehensive.
Yeah. Okay. Hey, that checks out. Definitely not scared of the dark, but I don't like my basement. So I'm with you. I definitely, I go up the stairs briskly.
Have you ever seen The Barbarian?
Yes.
Oh my, that's what it...
Well, that right there is all you need to know.
Yeah.
Other top fears, though, include public speaking, heights, bugs, drowning, blood, and death. Those are all pretty valid, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
What is your biggest fear?
Oh my gosh. They're irrational, like
That's fine.
I don't like
Doesn't matter.
spiders, the small ones are fine, the silverfishes are fine, but the bigger that they get.
Okay.
Rodents.
Rodents, that's a big one.
Yeah.
Drowning is definitely for me. Yeah.
I stay away from the water, even though I love the water. And I'm a water sign, which, obviously I love the water.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That checks out. Drowning, I frequently have nightmares about that. And the rest of the stuff on the list didn't really seem to bug me too much.
Yeah.
Spiders, I don't mind. Rodents, I don't really mind.
It's just been a nightmare. I just remember in college having to deal with that, and actually a trap went off in the night one day, and we thought, something fell in the kitchen because it was a studio.
No!
And no, the people came by and they were like, looks like we caught something. I said, oh no. Oh my gosh. What do you mean?
Sad.
Yeah, and even the house, all of that stuff, so.
When I was in college, we did have rodents, and they put down like the glue traps so you could hear them screaming.
Oh.
It was really bad. It was unpleasant.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Hey, on that note, don't go anywhere. When we come back, we're going to get a closer look at some of the performers taking part in a special arts festival that kicks off today.
We're back after this.
Great. I love it. Fantastic.
Step off.
Do we have? Yes.
Anything else right now, Jeff?
Okay, great.
Paul, come on over here. Why don't we put you in the middle here? Sit this way.
Okay. Hello.
Thanks for coming.
Excellent.
I'm sorry.
Okay, so when we come back, we will have like 4.5 minutes to talk. You guys can look right at us, ignore the camera. Welcome back. The Avant-Garde A Clue Festival kicks off today. More than 300 shows that push some boundaries will be taking over 75 Stutson Street for the next 7 days.
Two of them are here now. We have Industry Standard. He's going to give us a preview of his show happening tonight in just a moment. But first, we have to explain this swamp monster. Filmmaker Anthony Clark Pierce is going to be making a film with this monster all week long at the festival.
Yes, we are.
Let's start with the monster in the room.
Pond Scum. His name is Pond Scum, and we're going to be filming at the music festival all week. It's a great festival, all improv, so it should make for a lot of interesting and scenes that you wouldn't normally get at a normal, if you were filming at a normal concert. You know what I mean? Should be very weird and out there.
So how did you come up with the idea?
For Pond Scum?
Yes.
Well, I'm a low-budget movie producer, and I've been making low-budget movies for a while now. And Pond Scum, it will be my third movie, and it's about a swamp creature that likes to abduct women and stash them away. And it's up to me to go and save the women and be the hero in the movie. I'm the main character.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we're talking about improv.
Improv, yes.
So entirely improv this.
Well, the parts of it will be improv while we're there. It's a continuation from a scene we shot the other night at a wrestling school where the swamp monster escapes and then he runs into a music festival and then pandemonium ensues. So that's what we're going to be shooting. So we're going to try to get a lot of real live reactions from the audience and the members and the people that are there to try to make it look as real as possible.
I want to talk about the costume. You said it was low budget film, low budget movie making.
Yes.
Does not that looks like the real deal.
Pretty elaborate.
Yeah, I made it. It took about 2 years to write the script and get the suit together and get everything all organized and and now we're actually filming the movie. So we'll film over the next couple months and then I'll edit and then hopefully by next Halloween, by around this time next year, it should be ready for the drive-in theater, the Finger Lakes Drive-In.
Underwater, no one can hear you scream.
Underwater, no one can hear you scream. Yep, that's the tagline.
So when it came to the design element, was that all you as well?
Yes, yep. I mean, I definitely ripped off or borrowed from, I guess I should say, from other movie monsters that I'm a fan of. I mean, obviously there's some Creature from the Black Lagoon in there. There's some Merman from the He-Man action figures from when I was a kid. This is definitely an 80s throwback.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And sorry, go ahead.
No, 80s movies is kind of like that's what I do.
Yeah.
They look like 80s movies, but I've made them now.
They're iconic for a reason, and it's because no matter, I think at least, no matter the age, people are drawn to them because they were like groundbreaking for the time, right?
Hanscom's got a huge following.
Yeah?
Yeah, massive. Yeah, he gets invited to all kinds of stuff. He gets invited, not me. I'm here to, I bring him along with me, but he's the one that gets invited.
And for this Avant-Garde A Clue Festival, you must be excited to be here, yes?
Yes, extremely excited. This is going to be a good time. I'm really looking forward to it.
Very.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And how about you? Thumbs up, you're excited to be here?
Oh.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I don't really like the fact that you abduct women, so I'm a little anxious to have you here. I'm not
Glad we're
scared.
over
I'm just,
here.
a little anxious here. All right, and hey, we do have to find out about industry standard. No costume for you, but that doesn't mean that you're not still special and great. You are playing Glen Falls Music tonight at 75 Stutson, yes?
Yes.
Excellent. Tell us about the show.
So it's basically a noise music festival taking place in a church. And there's going to be so many different musicians coming. It's going to be a great opportunity to meet new people who perform similar types of music, and we're just going to have fun.
That's excellent.
What do you have planned to play for us?
Glen Falls music.
Okay, all right. And what is your inspiration?
I really don't have any direct inspirations. I try to have my art come organically and naturally.
Okay.
So yeah.
Okay, much like
Whatever.
Prom Scum, I would imagine,
And
organically.
If you had to describe Glen Falls music, how would you kind of summarize it?
It could really be anything. I just, I have my take on Glen Falls music, but it could really be anything, any type of music coming from the Glen Falls area.
Okay. All right. Well, hey, we're gonna let you play. So take it away.
Do we want to get the mic off?
Are you okay?
Alrighty.
Did you hurt yourself? No. Wow. Okay, that was. Wow. Okay. So now it makes sense. Where I was like, where do you get your inspiration? Okay, I get it. Wow.
A lot of power with that.
A lot of passion.
Mm-hmm.
I am gonna get that microphone back though, so we can hear you. If
Yeah.
That's okay. Thank you.
I just gotta turn off.
Okay.
Well, that was
All right. Excellent.
Glen Falls music.
When I think of Glen Falls, I think of like a very relaxing. I picture a park.
Yes. I
Maybe-
used to work at a park.
You do?
Okay.
Okay. So, yeah, not the same feeling though for you, maybe.
I mean, that's kind of an outlier. My day-to-day is kind of just, peaceful. I don't know.
And you said that you're going to be collaborating with other musicians at the festival, right? That make similar music?
I'll meet them.
You'll meet them?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's great. That was very cool. I'm really glad you didn't hurt yourself, though. I'm not gonna lie. I was very, very concerned. Okay, awesome. Hey, thanks so much. If people want to come see the show, where are you playing?
7 o'clock.
Okay, all right, very good. All information will go over on foxrochester.com. When we come back, our final thoughts. I think they're gonna sound a lot like that too.
Sure. We'll be right back after this.
Hello, mic check. 1, 2, 3. Okay. I have no idea how he didn't hurt himself. You're still over there.
Yeah. Like when he landed on.
Boy, oh boy, final thoughts of the morning here on ARC Rochester. I'm not going to lie. It's been a series of events.
Yes.
We saw the pond scum come into the studio,
Yes.
and I thought, wow, this is going to be crazy.
Yeah.
And then, believe it or not, got a little crazier. But that's the
Should I try to do that right?
Yeah, you absolutely should.
And break every bone in my body?
We'll get the first aid kit ready.
The rest of my day is kind of calm.
You know, yeah.
Besides the rain showers, yeah.
Kind of like, it sounded like my internal thoughts.
Oh.
Right?
Yeah.
I think so,
Yeah, it's a little crazy. No, really impressive stuff, though.
Yeah.
And we're going to be, I think, featuring a couple more artists from Avant-Garde Clue throughout the week. And
You have to watch. You just never know what's coming on next.
could be anything. And you know what? Mike DiGiorgio, executive producer, was like, okay, he's going to play about 30 seconds. And I remember thinking, that's really short, but okay, sure. And now you don't want to give too much away.
The equipment couldn't handle more.
Okay. Well, that does it. Go ahead.
That does it for us here on ARC Rochester. Be sure to join us again tomorrow morning, 4:57 on 13 Wham ABC. You'll also find me and Mark later for 13 Wham News at midday.
Yeah, we'll see you then. Bye.